What's good? Welcome to another episode of Ordinarily Extra. I'm your boy, LazyGenius. I always thought I could have been Albert Einstein, but I ain't feel like it. So, I was talking to a few friends, and a lot of people having a hard time out there. I just talked to my uncle. He was hospitalized with COVID for 5 days, and it was looking pretty rough for him for a time. And I also have a friend who we just found out may be diagnosed with cancer. So prayers up, fingers crossed for both of them. But those two conversations, along with just the way the world's been, all the people that we've seen pass just in the past couple of years, unexpectedly, how we feel like it was before their time, it just really should make you think about your own mortality and the decisions that you're making in life and relationships that you have, and are you really giving everything that you can to get the most out of this, knowing that one day it's going to end. I just been thinking about that a lot, and one thing I used to tell people all the time is life is pretty simple. Life isn't very complicated. Now, life will throw you some complicated situations every once in a while, but for the most part, it's not that hard. Life is just basically a summation of decisions, choices that we all have to make. So, what makes life complicated is our emotions. For example, I'm sure we've all been in relationships with people that may or may not be toxic, or relationships with family members that may or may not be healthy for us, or at a job or what have you. Anything where your brain will tell you logically, okay, you need to do something about this. You need to part ways with this person that's toxic. You need to part ways with this employment that's getting on your nerves. That's what your brain tells you. That's the logical decision. However, what complicates things is our emotions. We stay in that toxic relationship because we love that person, or because we have hope that one day the relationship will no longer be toxic. Or we stay at that job because we're comfortable in our misery, or we're afraid of what's going to happen if we quit our job. What if I quit my job and then I can't find another one? Or what if I go to another job and it's even worse than the one I have? Fear, love, complacency, comfort, these types of things, laziness in my case, these types of things lead to us making decisions that we look back on oftentimes and realize were not good decisions. And if you stop and think about it, almost every time you knew what you were supposed to do, but there was something in you that convinced you to make the other choice. And then when the other choice blows up in your face, you slap yourself in the head and say, damn it, why didn't I go with my first mind? Why didn't I do the thing that I knew I was supposed to do? It's because a lot of times in the moment, that thing that you're supposed to do is the more difficult thing to do. And it's really hard to do the difficult thing when you have the choice to do an easier thing. Even if you know that down the road you're going to end up paying double for that easy decision that you're making right now, instead of just going ahead and biting the bullet. And you also have to know in life, one of the biggest keys to life is knowing where the hell you going. I know my issue for a long time is that I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I didn't need, I was stuck. I still remember I was 26 years old, working a job that was making good money, but I fucking hated it. And I was depressed. And I used to come home sad all the time. I was 26. I sat down one day and I didn't cut the TV on or anything. I just sat down in my apartment in silence for 5 hours. And I really just asked myself, why? Why are you doing this? And I made myself answer that question. And after about the 10th why, I made it to the essence of Victor James, LazyGenius. I figured out what was most important to me. And what's most important to me is having lasting, enjoyable memories with the people that I love, having good times. That's what means the most to me. That is what I want my life to be about. And ever since I made that choice, that is what my life was going to be about, it almost magically a path appeared. Once I knew what I wanted to do, once I did that, those doors made themselves available. And now, anytime I get lost, anytime I start to forget about what my goal is, I stop and remember. My goal is to have peace and to be happy and to have long lasting memories. And now I surround myself with people that I enjoy. I surround myself with people that are doing good, that I can aspire to be like. And my whole life has changed. It's really amazing. So what you want to do first is you want to think about what makes you happy. What really makes you happy? Because usually it's not money. People have us thinking that money solves all the problems. These celebrities, and especially now with technology, everybody out here putting their best foot forward, taking pictures and showing you just their best times, having you think that their whole life is just nothing but roses. And that's never true. If somebody always on the internet talking about what they got and what they doing and they don't ever have a struggle, they lying. Money's not the key to everything. I know everybody got people thinking that working a regular job is some bullshit and you need to get rich off Bitcoin or get rich off some kind of scheme or become some kind of famous person, a celebrity, or get some kind of clout in order for you to find happiness, and that is just not the case. That's not going to get you what you want. You need to really sit down and figure out what it is that you want out of life. And once you figure that out, then you'll know how to plot your next steps. Then you'll know how to move forward. Then you'll know what your goals really are. But until then, you're just gonna prance around and look at everybody else and listen to what they say and what they tell you is the meaning of life or what they tell you happiness is. And you're gonna trick yourself into thinking that some stranger that doesn't know you automatically knows exactly what you need to be happy. And they don't, because it changes from person to person. It's up to you. All right, I'm signing out. 1.